Just overheard Biggie talking to a P1 listener.
Off air, and Biggie was telling him that I was not going to watch a show called Outlander.
But in typical fashion, Kelly and I can only hear half of the conversation, and it was the most entertaining thing I've heard on this show in a long time.
It was like, nah, bro. He's like,
I know him.
He ain't gonna watch.
No, he ain't gonna do it.
He ain't gonna watch. He don't care about it. And then the pièce de résistance. He says he can see titties on the internet. He doesn't need that show.
That may be the line of the year.
No,
bro, he can get titties on the internet.
He don't need it. It's a click away, man.
Yeah,
it's a click away.
He does not need to watch fill-in name of show.
We were talking about The Matrix, which is getting ho-hum reviews. They're kind of bad reviews. The new Matrix.
Yeah, I got no desire. But
well, see, it's not my cup of tea either. Although I did like the first one. When something is sort of sci-fi and I like it, it's really, really good because I don't care. Lord of the Rings, I hated. I could not stand that. And most things I see. That's why I haven't seen the Avatar. People tell me, don't watch it. You're not going to like it.
I thought you'd seen the Avatar.
No, I haven't seen that. And Biggie knows me.
That's why this P1, I think it's P1 Skip, is called in all year long, telling me, just put me through to tell him about Outlander. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
You're just gatekeeping.
He's not going to watch it.
Put me through. I can plead my case.
Yeah. I'm like, email him. He doesn't read his emails. Well, then you're not going through this way.
Hey.
Well, because
Bro, I know him.
I know you. You don't watch shows you like.
No.
I can't get you to watch shows that you actually like.
That's true.
But Outlander is so right up the Lord of the Rings, the knights, the Scottish, and that's his selling point is always has a lot of boobs, and that's why I was like, dude, you can see titties on the internet.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah,
I can get those anytime.
You can even look at the Outlander boobs on the internet.
What
channel is that?
Yeah, what channel is the
Just
Outlander?
start Google Outlander boobs.
No. But what channel is Outlander on?
I think it's a Stars
show,
I believe.
I don't have Stars.
Yeah, and let me tell you, it's just, I know you. It's not something, and that's why I don't even put you through, because I know how this conversation will go. He'll drone on for a minute about how great it is, and you go, oh, yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah. And then he will continue to call and ask if you've watched for the next 3 years. And you go, oh, it's on my list. It's on my list. Because you won't just tell him what I tell him, which is you're never going to watch it.
You know what Biggie just did?
Yeah. What?
He's the ghost of radio past, present, and future.
You are. You just did.
Yeah.
The call in and then
your future self.
Yeah, I would say
this is one of those times where I think he thinks I'm being rude to him.
But in reality,
I'm saving him a ton of wasted time.
Yeah,
that's right.
What if the Carolina Panthers had a blocking line like Biggie? They'd be going to the Super Bowl.
That's all.
Never put a glove on Kelly.
That's right. And all I watch is old Law and Order, Friends, and Sex and the City.
Oh, people call in. They'll say, "Tell Chris Demm to watch blah blah blah," and I'm like, "What's it on?" Amazon Prime. Can't get to it.
Skip.
Netflix. You can't get to it.
Yeah, no.
Only his wife.
Yeah.
His wife can try. She can put it on
Yeah.
Netflix.
Well, maybe you can go over and help him. We don't have that relationship.
You don't want that.
Could you share your password? Don't have that kind of relationship.
No, we're not doing that. We're not sharing passwords. So that's not happening now. Yesterday, we were talking about marijuana on the ski slopes.
Yes.
I was unaware that anyone would ever use marijuana on the ski slopes.
Abomination.
How did I?
Well, there's a ski slope in California
Yeah.
that said, despite the fact they had to put signs up everywhere because of numerous complaints about weed on the premises.
Yes.
Weed is legal in California. This particular ski resort is built on federal land,
and you can't.
So federal law does not allow marijuana.
I read a stat today that marijuana, a regular user of marijuana, gets way less sleep than people who don't. Their sleep patterns they don't get deep restorative sleep, which I was very surprised by.
It's like drinking.
Seems counterintuitive.
Exactly. It's like drinking. It's counterintuitive. You think you sleep better, but in reality you
do
don't.
when you pass out. You pass out and you sleep good then.
But that's not restful sleep.
It's not restful sleep, and you'll wake up in the middle of the night and you won't go back to sleep.
That's right. They studied 21,000 admitted marijuana users for 2 years, and they didn't sleep well. They didn't get the deeper sleep, like the REM sleep, And so it's totally counterintuitive. You think you're calming yourself down, but really you're not. The sleep is not good.
Yep.
I was surprised to read that. But I guess
are you still getting High Times newsletters?
I will not. say. I will not even dignify that.
Yesterday, a Facebook friend posted, apparently her birthday is the 20th of April.
Okay. 420.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
And so every time she has to write down or give her birth date over the phone, cashier, on a form, what have you, she always has to put up with the knowing glances. Well, she's pledged going forward in the new year that she would now play along like she doesn't know what it means.
Oh, that's smart.
420, huh?
What? What do you
Instead of, the number. Yeah, I know. I know.
Right.
Kind of like her angle.
It's like our boss when he went to, we'd been wearing masks for a year, and he went into a grocery store not wearing a mask just to mess with people. Mm-hmm. And I guess the numbers were getting a little better. This is, who knows? They're so up and down. But he goes into a store not wearing a mask, and people look at him strangely. And he walked up to a woman near the Le Sueur Peas and said, "Hey, why is everybody wearing a mask?" And she's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "All these people are wearing masks in here. What's going on?" Like he had just woken up from a coma or something.
Yeah.
Like Rip Van Winkle.
Like a character from a movie just dropped in from the future.
And she said, "Well, COVID, And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And she goes, "Well, there's that." And she goes, "Where have you been?" He goes, "I've been to Italy and China for the last year."
Not a word about it there.
She just backed away quietly backed away.
That's a hilarious story.
Yeah, that really was.
Having pasta and bat soup.
That's so his sense of humor.
It is.
It's like,
it is.
very crazy.
I'll tell you one thing I've learned. Recently, pandemic related.
Yes.
A lot of things are emailed out now when people win prizes like tickets.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's my job to get their information.
Correct.
There's an alarming amount of emails that end with 420.
420 and 69.
Not a lot of. I figured there'd be more 69,
Or
but
420.
and you can tell they're uncomfortable too because they'll be like, "All right, well, what's your email address? These tickets are going to be emailed to you. It's a jizzygizz420 at gmail.com.
Yahoo.
You're a parent. I can hear the kid in the background.
Do they always pause before they give the really awkward ones?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's well, I'll give you my home.
Yeah.
I've had it since college. Right.
Okay.
Well, Jizzy Jizz 420.
You guys ever had
Yeah.
to deal with it, but putting in email addresses for prizes is a pain in the
I'll bet.
yeah.
I'll
People
bet.
have to spell it, and there's number, and it's underscore.
Yeah,
and
it's
screw
capitalized.
you.
Yes,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
that, of course. That's right. Two more heroes today. One person's being recognized as a hero because he cleared a hot chocolate factory in Newberry, Vermont, which caught on fire. There were 4 people in the factory, and he said he saw the fire and got everybody out in time. It's down, though. The whole hot chocolate factory. Hot chocolate is apparently now not going to be available for the good people of Vermont during the holidays. I know, right here at the last. This happened 2 days ago. Wells River, Vermont Fire Chief Jeff Morin said, we don't know how it caught on fire, but it was engulfed in flames and went up almost immediately.
Is that chocolate powder, chocolate syrup?
All of it. The hot chocolate. They had chocolate. They were making hot chocolate apparently in this factory in Vermont, and it burned to the ground.
Turn it down, brother.
It burned to the ground.
Leave it on simmer.
They threw marshmallows on top,
Yeah.
and then it was
Might as
all
well.
it was all gone.
Is there a chocolate river running out of the
There was, yeah.
the facility?
Yes, a warm chocolate river ran from it. They are looking for other places in the state to try and rebuild their hot chocolate factory.
Now, if you
heard of
if you
that.
make hot chocolate, is that can you only make it? Because we used to drink cold Nestle Quick. That's just powder.
My mother called it cold chocolate. She'd say, "You want some cold chocolate?"
Really?
We just called it chocolate milk.
Yes, everybody did. Nobody knew when I
Or
would,
you want quick?
That's what it was. It was
Yeah.
quick powder mixed with milk. And my mother said, when I get up for breakfast, she'd go, "Let me give you some Frosted Flakes and cold chocolate." And it was great. So then when I would go somewhere else and they'd say, "What do you want to drink?" Like if I'd spend the night with my friend Brian Thomas and his mother would say, "What do you want to drink?" I'd say cold chocolate. And she's like, "I don't know what that is."
Here's a Hershey's
I
bar.
don't know what that is.
They told us about you.
They don't know what it is. My mother invented that.
Oh, you're that friend.
Yeah, the cold chocolate. And so we had hot chocolate and cold chocolate. I drank cold chocolate all the time.
Wow.
So good. So-
Well, your mother probably came up in a time like everyone else. The parents our age came up when there wasn't instant hot chocolate. It was all made with milk.
You had to put milk in a pan on the
yes.
stove.
Oh,
Heat
yeah,
the
she
milk
always
and
made
then-
it that way. Yeah, she
Yeah,
did make
that's
it
how
that
you
way.
did it.
But why she called it cold chocolate, I have no idea.
Yeah.
She just mixed it with milk. But that she did, and then I used it as a term, and it wasn't everybody's term.
They
If I'm-
both used milk when she was young.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate and cold chocolate.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Yesterday, you took some heat, Kelly, for not carrying on traditions that your parents did with you. I know this is one that you do with your kids.
Oh yeah,
they do chocolate.
We do a lot of chocolate,
hot
chocolate. Yeah, but I don't call it cold chocolate. We are carrying on a tradition this year. I messed it up because my daughter said yesterday we were talking about Christmas Eve, and my wife said, "What are we doing on Christmas Eve?" And my daughter, at the same time as that, we both answered at the same time, and she said, "We're going to church for midnight mass, for midnight service." And I said, "We're watching Elf." And
simultaneously.
Yeah, simultaneously. They're watching Elf.
Church.
Yeah. Elf.
Elf church.
So stupid. I don't know what I'm doing.
Now, has this been decided?
Well,
Do the grown-ups in the room
it's really
hold the keys?
certain factions are on the side of we're going to church, and then certain factions are we're watching Elf. And
Do you have the numbers?
no, it's 2-2.
I thought it might have been 3-1.
It's 2-2. When she said we're going to church, I changed my vote to me. I was like, "Of course we are." And my wife looked at me like, "Are we?" And
You always side with the daughter.
with the daughter. I always side with my. And of course, my son was like, "Oh."
Just like teenage Jesus.
Right.
We're going to celebrate your birthday. Oh, God, come on.
Now you come down here. The wise men are here. They came all the way from wherever.
Come on, get on the donkey.
We'll have to haggle it out over the next day or so, and then we'll make a decision.
You can't deny her that.
Of course not. Of course we're going to
Speaking of the Christmas, I made a pilgrimage past that house that has the gradual nativity scene in the front
Oh,
yard.
yes. Has it,
Yeah.
has it grown?
There's been a change in what Dave likes to call the koresh, which is not
Correct.
the correct word. That's the guy that the FBI burned.
That's the David Koresh. Waco.
The crash.
Wake up. A creche
Yes.
is what this is. So at first it was just the Virgin Mary by herself.
Then Joseph.
Then Joseph showed up with his donkey. Now there is a straw manger with no baby Jesus and a cow.
Well,
Preparation.
They're doing
Okay.
it literally like piece by piece.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the shepherds will be there the night of.
And Dave says the wise men show up later.
Correct.
Yeah, they don't come till later. They had a party. They were late, running behind.
They didn't use Waze. They got held up at the
Yeah.
border.
Their app was bad.
Yeah.
They held up at the border.
They went to Lebanon. They went to Jordan. They finally got to Bethlehem.
Sorry,
You didn't
sorry.
update your software.
Sorry, the police dog sat down next to the myrrh. So they had to search our luggage.
Yeah.
Sniffed out the myrrh.
He had to spread his cheeks and lift his sack.
Screw Waze. Just follow that star.
I think they'll bring them out after Christmas.
I think they will.
even. I like the way they're
It's
doing
pretty
that.
remarkable because almost everybody else who has the nativity scene, they put it out intact.
Throw it out.
Of course, my daughter would be into that. She would like that very
Now,
much.
She would.
let me ask you this: if you do a midnight mass, because let's say you and your daughter go, but then you've also vowed to pickleball
At dawn?
on Christmas Day.
Oh, I'm pickleballing
So, I mean,
at dawn.
And if you've been to a midnight mass, that's a fairly long
Oh yes,
service.
I have.
So you're not looking to hit in the bed till at least 2 a.m.
Oh,
And then you got to be up at what time to pickle?
we're doing an early pickle because we
Yeah.
want to get it out of the way. So
Just stay up all night.
I'll probably
No,
just
no.
I'll probably get up at 7 to pick, but I've got to watch the kids open the presents. And then
Yeah, so
race out the door,
and then you got a long day ahead of you.
tough.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
NFL.
I should. Well, I've got.
yeah.
Yeah, the NFL is now starting to play on
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yep.
I feel like that 2 and 2 is going to slowly become 3 to 1.
You may be right. I may be one over to Elf. Rusty is our fact checker, and now now it's become tradition that he sends us presents every year, which he
Yeah.
absolutely does not have to
No.
do.
No, it's
I'll let you open them here as I read your name. He has sent along a letter and says, "This is the way we're to do this. This is the way we're to open."
Do we have
these
some
presents."
opening
Some
music?
holiday music we should play here. For Chris Demm this year, Rusty says, "I went with," and you can open gift number 1.
Number 1.
Gift number 1, a Reserve Oregon Pinot Noir. Wow. Isn't that nice?
Wow.
My goodness.
He actually asked me, he said, "What can you recommend for Chris Demm for wine?" And I said he likes that $2 Chuck. And he said, "I know that's not true.
yeah.
Yeah,
See
he
right
acts
through
all
that.
frou-frou about it, but
Get something with a Pinot something in it."
How about that?
You got a
Delightful.
Oregon Pinot
Cheers.
Noir. I know nothing about wine, but the description says it pairs well with roast duck, wild mushroom risotto, rack of lamb, and soft cheeses, so it sounded right up his alley.
That's our menu.
Of course it is.
It's our Christmas Eve menu.
In an LKA move, I intentionally purchased a Josh Sellers Pinot because Biggie's first real name is Josh. And it will force Chris Demm to think about Biggie every time he drinks.
Damn it.
Chris
I may
Demm,
have to decant it.
I hope it's really good.
Chris Demm's second gift is actually more of a birthday present and a very age-appropriate one for his upcoming birthday. A gift membership to AARP.
Oh my God.
Really?
Yes.
Jesus.
Discounts on long-term care policies, cruises, Denny's, hearing centers, and, of course, your inevitable Medicare supplement plan.
Don't forget, open enrollment's closing real soon.
Oh, my God.
And don't pretend like you're not somewhat excited.
Oh, God. You really did it.
That's a nice present.
You really did
Yeah,
it.
he said these are all real.
Works at the cafeteria.
For Biggie, knowing Biggie is big into vinyl, I found, and you can open this now, it's a vinyl record, a live BBC broadcast of Led Zeppelin recorded in 1969.
Oh, that's awesome.
This predates Stairway to Heaven, which Biggie doesn't like, so he won't have to worry about getting up to skip to the next song.
Love it.
Isn't that nice?
Love it.
Isn't that nice?
That's impressive.
That's Rusty who does it. And his second gift, you can open now, is a Cosmic Stardust Alani Nu to enjoy over the holiday.
Individually
Thank
wrapped.
you.
Individually wrapped, yeah.
Oh, he'll have that done before the end
Love
of the show.
it.
Isn't that great? I know, it's fantastic. Dave Aiken.
Yes.
I went in a different direction for Dave this year. Normally I get him a bottle of Jack Daniels, but this year I searched far and wide and finally tracked down the ever-elusive Hydrox cookies.
What?
It's impossible. They don't exist.
Oh, my God.
Actually, I just went to Cracker Barrel. They've had them sitting out for a while.
They had them when they first opened in 1972.
It's
the same
box,
package.
same box.
What? How do you get these?
Look at that.
Everyone knows Dave's opinion that Hydrox is the original and far superior cookie to the Oreo. So I got him those. But I didn't want to break tradition, so I got him a small bottle of Jack Daniels.
Oh, no. Oh,
Well,
thank you.
well.
That's at number 2.
I'll open that.
Cheers.
Thank you. Right, and just too much. I just can't.
Now, I know Dave,
you,
like,
thank you.
like J.R. Ewing, is a bourbon and branch man.
It's true.
But surely he knows a few bums he can re-gift this if necessary.
Never.
And finally, and this is the pièce de résistance, Chris Kelly has made a list of all the foods he will not allow himself in the new year. And Demm has put forth the Kelly paradox, where Kelly is happy when he's miserable and miserable when he's happy. So I have assembled what I call the Chris Kelly Paradox Lunchbox. It is a lockbox that contains cans of Celsius, Alani Nu, Diet Coke, M&M's Plain and Peanut, along with a Snickers and Hershey bar. I've placed the combination in an envelope, along with my prediction of when he will break and have these items in the new year, so he can have a little instant gratification. I've also given a few cans of Diet Coke you can enjoy before the new year. Isn't that nice?
What do you say about something
Rusty.
like that?
Amazing.
That's Rusty doing that.
That's
isn't it?
awesome.
Above and beyond.
It is. It's really nice. And
Unnecessary.
absolutely, absolutely. Finally, there are 2 envelopes for Dave and Demm. Since Chris Kelly and Biggie failed to complete their $1,000, 1,000-pound weight loss challenge this year,
Yeah.
I've decided to pay off their bets for them. Inside each envelope is a lottery scratcher worth up to $20,000.
Gold.
I figure Demm and Dave have a better chance of winning the lottery than
Well, that's true.
I love it.
Thank you, Rusty.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Rusty.
To wrap up, he's going to do a rap here, just like BB Shea does. Let's face it, Demm is starting to get old, and Biggie's tired of Stairway, I'm told. Dave, let me know if you need more Hydrox, and how long before Kelly opens the lockbox. And BB Shea can learn to play a new game. He sent him a game of checkers as well. BB Shea got a game.
Bravo.
Enjoy your Christmas time off. Thanks for 2021. Not your best year. That's Rusty.
Oh, that's true, too.
Thank you, Rusty.
Rusty.
All the presents we wanted this year.